Hi, this is Jane Hawpritch with Stitch by Stitch Custom Quilting. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 variations or ways to do ribbon candy. And we'll go ahead and we'll draw everything first, and then we'll go ahead and go to the frame and stitch everything out. Again, this will work with domestic machines, domestic free motion, long arming, whatever it is that you want to do, it will work. But these are just basically some design ideas for you to follow along. Okay, so first let me show you for number one, let me show you a ribbon candy. So it's a gentle curve, kind of like an S curve, and you're kind of touching the one before it. You can make them big or you can make them very narrow. Now, if you've watched another video that I have, I show you about how I learned how to do ribbon candy, because I had a really hard time learning how to do that. And my number two is that design. I learned by doing what I call an overlapping ribbon candy. So I do make my shape and then I come back and I grab that first one. And I keep on doing that, and that helps me maintain the shape that I'm looking for. So that is number two. So there's one and two. Okay, number three is a different variation on ribbon candy where I like to add a little element to it. So what if I come down and I add, make it like a heart? It's still the shape of the ribbon candy, but you're just adding that little line in there. If you don't like doing the straight lines, you can do number four, which is adding a little loop. So you can come in like this and you can add a loop. And if you like the overlapping one, you can make it look like there's even extra loops. What happens if you come down like this? So see, just doodling sometimes helps. So there's 3 and 4. Okay, on to 5 and 6. Let's add a circle. So what if when we come down here, we go around and we add a circle? That looks pretty cool. And for number 6, what happens if we make it a double circle? So we come down, we make it a big circle, and then a little circle. So there you go, number 5 and number 6. Okay, now moving on to number 7. Let's add a little, how about a little swirl in there? So what if we come down like this and we go in and out and go back around? So you're going traveling on that same line. So you have to be a little careful with your stitch path. And it doesn't flow as freely, but it still makes for a really nice design. Okay, and what happens if you want to make it so that you don't travel on that same stitch line? That's number 8. So you come in like this, so you go in and travel out and then go around. So go in, out, and back around. In, out, back around. Okay, so that's number 7 and number 8. Okay, for number 9, we're going to kind of go back to the one with the swirl that we just did. But instead of coming into a point, we're going to round it off. So we're going to come around like this, and we're going to come in, and we're just going to continue around like that, back. So you're not putting a point on there, you're just rounding it off and bringing it back. Again, doing a swirl, we found 3 different ones we could do with the swirl, just making the swirl be a little different in each one. Okay, and for number 10, it's kind of an overlapping or an echoing ribbon candy. If you do your ribbon candy, but you just want a little bit of extra pop, come back in and echo. So just come in and cross over. And you end up sort of with a echoed or a double ribbon candy. Okay, so I hope that helped you. Just remember, if you sit and doodle, you'll come up with all sorts of designs. Let your imagination run wild and try all different sorts of things. So go ahead, let's go ahead and go to the frame and quilt these out. All right, we're going to go ahead and stitch out this ribbon candy designs. Let's start with the basic ribbon candy. Okay, so that's the basic ribbon candy. Let's go on to the one that's the overlapping one. Okay, we did that one. How about we go to the one with the little divot in it? See, you can either overlap that one or you can not overlap them. Either one works. Now let's try it with the loop. There you go. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, moving on to number 5. Now we'll do number 6. Okay. That's 5 and 6. 7 we're going to come around. Okay, Now let's do the one where we leave the actual swirl, even though I did that there. Okay, so now we're moving on to number 9. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're moving on to 9. So in number 9, remember we're going in and we're not leaving a point there. So that's number 9. Just by leaving out that point, you get a definite difference. It looks more like a little spiral in there. Okay, let's move on to number 10. Okay, here we go with number 10. So we're going to do a regular ribbon candy. Now, you have two choices here. You can break your thread and go back to the beginning if you work more comfortable working that way, or you can work your way backwards. It's totally up to you. And there you have it, 10 ways to ribbon candy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I hope that you'll try some of these and have fun with them. Thanks for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel and that you've enjoyed these videos. Take care and happy quilting!